The following two accounts were recorded as part of Daedalus-Birk live stream, Paranormal Talk. Share your story live every night on TikTok and Twitch at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Who is going to tell us about some experiences he had at around the age of 6 from the perspective of his mother. A man with no name, you have the floor. Everyone else, be quiet. Metalhead, silence anyone who interrupts. Please and thank you. And a man with no name, of course, if anyone interrupts on Twitch, you have the power to silence them as well.
A man with no name says, I used to live in this house when I was a kid. That was a really nice house with a basement, a ground floor, an upstairs, and an attic. It was a really cheap house, which it would have to be since my family was poorer than dirt.
Okay, so real quick, what year and which state and city, if you're comfortable disclosing that?
A man with no name says this would have been in Kansas around 2005.
2005, Kansas. Right then, mark that down. City? Or is that too personal?
A man with no name says Selena.
Selena, Kansas. Right then. Continue on. Sorry for interrupting.
A man with no name says, but after we move into the house we almost immediately start noticing odd things. A couple arguing at night in the laundry room when there should be no one there, a basketball bouncing in the attic at night, an overbearing sort of presence in the garage, stairs that seem to sap the energy out of you as you walk up them, and at times you could be sitting in a chair and feel a hand on your shoulder.
Oh, that's proper. That's traditional sort of ghost activity. Let's see. Do you have any idea how old the house was, or what any of the voices were saying that you heard arguing?
A man with no name says, no idea how old the house was. I was a kid and didn't ask those questions at the time, and the couple in the laundry room was arguing in what seemed to be a foreign language.
Oh, okay. Foreign, Kansas, I'd say possibly German.
A man with no name says there are rumors in the family that some guy went crazy in there and decided to do something about his wife, but that's all speculation.
Okay. Anything else about it? Did you personally have an account? I know you said it touched your shoulder, or it can touch your shoulder if you sit in a certain area. Did you personally experience any of this, or anyone in your family?
A man with no name says, I just remember feeling cold in that house, everywhere I went. And the basketball dribbling in the attic.
Did anyone ever go up in the attic and have a look? Maybe there was, a ball loose. Stupid question, I know, but I've got to ask.
A man with no name says, we did, but there was no basketball, and it only ever happened at night anyway.
And like it sounded exactly like a basketball with like the rubbery aspect to it as well, or was it more like a thumping? I don't think you'd be able to hear the rubbery aspect through the wall, would you?
A man with no name says, kind of just a thumping.
Oh, just a thumping then. Okay, hopefully it wasn't Phrogging, but like, might have been. Do you remember anything else? Anything at all? Shit, that's me on the floor.
A man with no name says, my mom mentioned to me that she was sitting in a swivel chair one time, and something grabbed her shoulder and spun the chair completely around, but that's about it.
Piss off. That's horrifying. Spun around. How soon after that did you lot leave? Like, immediately, because that's what I would have done.
Man with no name says we weren't there very long.
Of course, no. I'd be surprised if you had been, but... So you moved out and then it all stopped. It didn't follow you at all, did it? It was there and only there, and then when you left it was over. Wait, can you heal me? Why am I doing the bloody door? In any case. Oh, I'm a sacrifice, am I? Shit! I don't get this, I don't get this. Oh! Break it! Break it! Break the chain! Break the chain! Break the chain! Break the chain! You prick! Thanks for that, mate. You really helped a brother out. No one's opened the door yet. I'm back on the bloody hook.
Man with no name says 2B8 has been crazy since they opened up Wesker.
Yeah, but that's the end of your story then. I can stop recording. There's no door. I'm right here! Grab me!
Man with no name says yep, that's all I can remember about that house.
Okay, where's my thing to return off the recording? Thank you so much, man with no name. We really appreciate your story. Thank you. This has been Paranormal Talk.
Mumo_on says my name is Jane. When I was 7, I lived in a house that was haunted. I was in my living room one day and I saw a dark shadow in the shape of a person walk across the window. Mumo_on says I thought I was being delusional, but my sister confirmed what I saw when she told me she saw something similar in that house. Mumo_on says and in that same house our oven burst into flames in our sleep and we never used the oven for anything. There was always a bunch of weird stuff going on, but it was better to ignore it. This was in California, US.
Okay. Did your sister say what she saw when she saw the shadow? Was it the same place? Different place? Could you make out any details, or was it like pure shadow, like you only saw a cast shadow rather than a person in darkness?
Mumo_on says I saw a dark shadow in the shape of a person. It looked like they were wearing a hat of sorts, couldn't really make out too many details, but it looked at me. My sister saw a dark shadow in our bedroom. Mumo_on says she didn't give too many details. Mumo_on says that's it.
Well, thank you for sharing. That sounds terrifying. Chat, was it the Hat Man? Do we think it was the Hat Man, chat? Sounds like the Hat Man. Too much Benadryl, I think. Thank you so much, Jane. I think you said your name was. Mumo, you're a legend, and I appreciate it.